Hello YouTube fans, here again. And I think as I'm doing the 85 marathon, why not this one? That being the classic, so to say, that being Beyond Thunderdome. That's right, Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. Now, the success of the other two Mad Max films, they decided to get a bit of budget in this. Now, this was the time when Mel Gibson was becoming more American and not as your typical Aussie actor. But it's a mixed bag, this one. I've offended this one in the past. I've offended it in the past, right? Because I've known a lot of reviews and these might have either been rants. People said, "Oh, it sucks, it's shit, it's nowhere near as good as the other two Mad Max films." Blah 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 blah. Now I'm not going to agree with them, but I'm going to just say, and on that, it's a good film from the beginning, right? Good film from the beginning, and I think it does have potential. You can see there's a budget in Beyond Thunderdome. And I want to say the things what I like and the things I'm a bit, is it a rant? Is it not? Because over the years, yeah, I've offended it. Over the years, it's going on me, but then sometimes sometimes it's not. If I want to see lots and lots of action, right? Lots and lots and lots and lots of card chases. A good epic card chases, action, a lot. I'll just watch The World Warriors. Because at the end of Beyond Thunderdome, it's a remake of The World Warrior. But you know what did it better? The World Warrior. In 1981, The World Warrior did it better. Mad Max, the original one, the classic one from 1979. The ending, where he kills all the baddies, some of the car chases, they're the highlights of the film. The rest of the film, bit of a drama. You got Mel Gibson, who was badly dubbed, I may add. You got him with his missus, his kid. You got Aussie actors, some from Prison Cell Block 8, some from Sons and Daughters, some from, I wouldn't be surprised if someone from Bloody Neighbours. Seriously, every Aussie actor from every soap is in the original Mad Max film. And the only bit what's the highlight is the car chases. Go for the rest, it's a timer. But on Thunderdome, you can see it was more American. I'm going to say the things that I felt, so I'm not going around the houses. The things I think was good about Beyond Thunderdome. Tina Turner. I just wish Tina Turner was in it more. She was more of a villain, and she was more in the film. She's great when she's in the film, but she's barely in the film. I can name every bit she's in that film. She's barely in it. Tina Turner's song, "We Don't Need Another Hero." I'm not going to do the rest. And the one what's used in the opening, right? And some of the fight scenes, a bit where Mel Gibson's got that big dock-off chainsaw, and again the car chase scenes at the end is the only highlight of the film. The rest of the film after that, to me, just got boring. Got boring. But let's get to the good bits. You've got a date song again, sang by Tina Turner. Then you've got Mel Gibson plays his role as Max. You can see his heart's not in this, and he wanted to do other roles. Sad to say, 2 years after this, he made it in the Bid It action film, that being Lethal Weapon, and then moved on into American films. You can see his heart in this one's really not in it. You know what I mean? He's just there for a book, and you can see it. You know what I mean? You can see it. But you've got him again, plays his role as Max, and he's walking around in the desert. You've got a few from the second Mad Max film, The Road Warriors, make a disappearance. You got one, right? And he's standing and he's looking for work, and he finds Tina Turner, and he finds Thunderdome. These are the bits I like. I like the bit where he goes undercover. Tina Turner says, "You don't have to suffer shit." And he works and he's cleaning up sap and poo. You've got this cocky little midget fella. I can't remember what they called him now, Bar or something. You've got this 8-foot giant, and Max has to fight him, right? Now that bit I do love. I love the bit you've got these sexy women and they're giving him a chainsaw. I just wish there was more of that way. He's in the dome. Because the movies, think about it. The movie's called Beyond Thunderdome. Correct me if I'm right and wrong, the movie is called Thunderdome. There's barely any dome in it. There's the best bit in it is the bit where he's in that dome, he's got that big dock-off chainsaw, and he's fighting that big guy. I just wish it was that. And what else is a letdown is they rated it at 15. Unlike the other two at 18 I felt this should have been at 18. I felt you should have had Mel Gibson as Max with a chainsaw, sawing arms and legs off, ripping ducks out. I know, it's not that sort of film. But, something like that. A bit like Ass in Evil Dead 2, where he's got that chainsaw for an hand and he says that line, "You there?" And he's sawing arms and legs off. That is how I felt this should have been. But I know, it's not that type of film. Matt says he ain't going to kill the guy, but the bad people kill him, and that's what else. They're not really in that film, like, compared to the bad guys in the original Mad Max, like Knight Rider and all them, compared to the bad guys that were called the World Warriors in the World Warriors, whatever name you want to call it, as it had two different names. You remember the history called back into that era, 81 action films, right? I don't even think they were that film. They never thought Tina Turner being that film list, but because he turned him down, they punished Mel Gibson. They put some stupid head mask on him, stick him on this thing. And that's when the film just becomes boring. He's in a desert. These young people find him. They think he's somebody else, called Captain something. I can't remember what it's called. I can't really be bothered trying to think. And he starts to think he's not the captain. At this beautiful promised land, it's a dream. It's been destroyed. We all know the ozone layer is destroyed. It's one of the popular futuristic films. You know what did that better? The World Warriors. Because World Warrior, it left you thinking that they're going to go to the land of paradise, or they're just living a pipe dream. Max didn't, and I remember saying that in the World Warrior. Max didn't say, no, don't do it. You're wasting your time. Stay here and all this stuff. He just said, find it yourselves. And that's how I bought Max being. It's like, do it yourself, find out yourself, see if you'll find that dream. And I like that idea. I like the way that ended. I think that ending had more of a satisfying ending in the World Warrior than how it did in this. But anyway, he told them all this. They ignored him because they're knobheads. So I'd say one kid dies. I thought it was like ducks. So I said World Warrior. I will differ on Thunderdome that it's pretty ducksy because you do see a little poor kid get killed in sinking sand. So I took the movie that. I thought that was like balls to do that. And they've got to find Baba, the little one. They save the one, and then this is where you got the epic car chases. I mean, the car chases and the action scenes is the highlight of the film, and I just said that. Rewind back what I just said. I just love to see when he's in the car, he's having the thing. I love the way it pans out, widescreen format. I love it with Tina Turner, he's chasing after Max and all this. I love those bits. Some bits are the best bits in the film. I just wish it had more car chases, like in the original, or the World Warrior, and just wish it had more action in it. So I'm not ranting this. When everyone says, I like Blonde Thunderdome, you dickhead. Hear me out. Did I not say I don't know if it's going to be a rant or not? I just feel the bits where it's with the kids, and they all got this lung dude who's a bit of a dob shite, and all this. I just wish there was more of him in the dome or car chases. If I was seeing the big top-notch car chases, I'll just watch the World Warrior. I'll just watch the World Warrior because I felt the World Warrior had more action in it. But anyway, get on with the story. So they outbeat him, they save Baba. They go to the raceland and they find it's all polluted. It's like what Matt said. It's all been destroyed. It's all ruins. You've got the Dobby Doo, as I like to call her, telling them about the man who helped them all out. Reminds me of the World Warrior. You've got Matt walking off, just like in the World Warrior. And it ends. The only bit I do like, though, is you get the theme song when it ends from Tina Turner singing We Don't Need Another Hero. Well-known song for that era in 1985. But to me, I just felt the World Warrior had more of a satisfying ending where you had the monologue, what was supposed to be that little boy saying one day the World Warrior will always be there. Some lines like that. And this one, I just felt it just tried to copy the World Warrior at the end, but I just felt the World Warrior was a better ending. But I don't hate Blonde Thunderdome. Hear me out. I just said it. We Don't Need Another Hero, sang by Tina Turner. I just wish they had more Tina Turner in it. She's big billing in this film, and she's only in a few minutes of the film, and she's barely in it. I just wish that Max was more in the dome, and he's been slicing and dicing. You know what I mean? If you're going to go that route, and you're not going to have as much car chases like he did in Mad Max, or the World Warriors, then don't pussy out on the rating. Have it at 18. Have him in domes. Give him a chainsaw. Have him cutting arms and legs off. Go full level. But it is what it is. But I don't hate it, but I just prefer the World Warrior. That's all I'm going to say. I know some people like Blonde Thunderdome, but I don't hate it. I like the song. I'm not going to repeat myself. We don't need another hero. I like the car chase scenes, but I've just felt the World Warrior did it better. But I could see there was a budget in the film, and you know what I mean. It was the last film we ever saw of Max. To be honest, as you know what system suits the road. To me, no Mel Gibson, no Mad Max, and to be honest, the woman was more of the lead than this Mel Gibson wannabe. Mel Gibson wannabe to me wasn't Max, so I will give Blonde Thunderdome its due. I will give it its due. Since it's got Mel Gibson in it. To me, no Mel Gibson, no Mad Max. But it's Blonde Thunderdome anyway. So be smart, be safe, and I'll see some more movies and more reviews on the way.